I'm excited. What is this? This is this one. Oh, wow, we've even got a caption here. All right, so let me know how the volume goes. And reminder, no spoilers, please. Let's get this unmuted and let's see how this goes. Can you hear that okay? Not in English.
消えることのない呪い。だからよそ者なんて信用するなって言ったんじゃないか。そして救世主の誕生。運命の初期はついに役目を果たしたの。
The Loom of Fate has finally finished its work.
教団の名は知ってたが、これほど大規模で広範囲な動きを見せるのは初めてだ。まるでナタ相手に戦争を仕掛けようとしてるような。
宇宙船スリープポット？
The spaceship? What? Spaceship?
この数ヶ月の間で42の星が消えた。何者かがずうずうしくもこの世界から吸い取っているのだ。
災いはいつか必ず訪れる。みんなもそう言ってるわ。
彼女の存在を無視し続けたらいつか本当に彼女の声が聞こえなくなってしまうからね。
すぐそこにいるじゃない。
お前の魂は欠けていて、傷口にはアビスに侵食された跡が見られる。アビスの力の使い方を学ぶつもりもないのなら、私が代わりに調べるしかない。
I'm gonna need to go back to the spaceship part.
無に着せ。この手に。
I like that look. I didn't realize it was gonna be so dark looking.
星々を静かに眠れ。
That's pretty clean. That looks really good.
私はダリア。セピロス教会の女祭で
We've seen Dahlia.
バルバトスの伝道師です。面白くなってきた。
Hey, look, chat. Favonius sword. Who would have guessed? Oh, a Hydro Shielder. Okay, he's the first Hydro Shielder?
だが、お前の旅はまだまだ続く。
お前は私の師匠、極悪鬼スルトロッチを知っているのだろう。
戦線は総崩れだ。
真っ向の剣ダインスレイブ。これがお前の望んだことか。
お兄ちゃんはいつも運命を変えようとしてる。でも今回は何としても止めてみせる。
よくやったスカーク。今回も生き残れたか。
今もなお運命の食器は動いているのか。
なぜお前が鈍性のクジラの権能を持っている。
するとロッチ。
経緯などとうの昔に消え去った。貴様の傲慢さと邪悪さに気づいた時にな。
500年前にお兄ちゃんと再会する機会を逃すわけにはいかないから。
いずれ本物の宇宙に帰るだろう。
旅の終点で2人の新たな始まりが待ってる。
My hair on the back of my neck standing up. All right, wow, that was something. So spaceship was mentioned. Unfortunately, the voiceover is not in English. Which means, is it not going to be voice? This is not good. Hoyo, please. Look, I want everyone to get work, but friends, we need to cast some people who can speak in English for the English VO. It's been a year. Right. The codes are pinned in chat if you need them. Feel free and grab that on the screen, but we're going to go ahead and jump to the start of the special program.
7 special program, the Genshin. Hello, travelers. Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 5.7 special program. I am Aileen Mythen, the voice of Dahlia, and hosting with me today we have...
Hey everyone, I'm Kat Pratano.
Okay, so this is in English.
Of Child's Master, Skirk.
And I'm Katiana Sarkissian, the voice of the Pyro Archon herself, Malwika.
Yeah, well, after seeing that trailer, this version seems absolutely stacked. We're getting the next installment of the Twins quest in this version. Woo, 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 woo. Yippee!
And let's not forget, Skirk is finally here, you guys. Yup. I cannot wait to see how all these stories unfold.
Her
Those chibis look goofy.
left quite the impression, didn't it? So mysterious.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that interaction left us all with far more questions than answers.
Yeah, I mean, she did give us a few clues about herself, though. Remember? In the Primordial Sea at the end of the Fontaine Archon quest?
Right. Something about the remains of a descender, the foul, the visionary. I feel like I still don't know what any of it means, though.
I mean, that's fair. So far, all we know about her past is that she trained under the foul Certology.
So, Certology isn't just some ordinary mentor.
Oh, definitely
he's one of the
not.
sinners.
Dainsleif revealed that Certology is one of the 5 sinners of Conria and someone who possesses all-encompassing power. Imagine training under someone like that. A walk in the park, let me tell you.
Well, maybe that explains how aloof and indifferent Skirk seems to be. Seriously, though, her demeanor is stone cold in a way that's almost otherworldly or something.
Yeah, it's kind of cold as ice, right? Right? But I mean, you know, the important thing is, this time we should
Sino
be able to get
2.0.
some answers. Right?
Sino
I
jokes
hope
power
so.
crept?
Yes,
What?
please. I am dying to learn more about her past.
Okay, then be sure to check out her story quest where the Traveler and Skirk's paths will cross once again. Travelers will have the chance to uncover new clues about her past and the world of Tavad as a whole, so don't miss out.
Look at that hairpiece.
So Liyue is where we run into Skirk this time. Wow. It's kind of weird seeing her out and about like this, isn't it? In such a normal location.
Right?
Wait, hold on a second. Is Skirk playing an instrument?
Oh?
I mean, in my mind, she's like this, you know, ice queen, but here she actually looks emotional.
Yeah.
I mean, there's almost a sadness there.
Oh, yeah. It seems like that instrument means a lot to her.
Oh, you don't even know. It sure does. As for why she chooses to play it
Traveler's
alone in a
wearing it.
place like this, well, that's something travelers can uncover for themselves. What I can reveal is, after encountering a mysterious power in this quest, the traveler starts having strange nightmares, and it seems like Skirk is the only one who can help.
Well,
Which
take
means
off the
the
Akasha.
only way to resolve the situation is for the two to work together.
Okay, Slay, so we're teaming up with Skirk, huh? Okay, but like, am I the only one who's a little intimidated?
What? Intimidated by Skirk?
Just a little.
She's only a mysterious sword master with insane fighting skills and an unbreakable stone-cold exterior. Seriously, though, with their ability to wield various elements and their abyssal purification powers, I think the Traveler can
That's
hold
in the
her
game
own.
already. We can
Yeah,
pre-farm?
Fine, no problem.
Yeah.
And these are the Veressa flower, or no, the Malika flowers.
Okay, well, you know, now
That's
I'm
nice.
curious how she got that strong. I mean, okay, she reined in her master's pet, the all-devouring narwhal, like
Yep.
it was nothing.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've only seen a fraction of what she can do.
True.
Veressa?
Just like the truth about her past, that's
Nice.
a question travelers will need to answer for themselves in game. So get ready to play. But considering Skirk and the Traveler will need to fight side by side, let's take a closer look at what she can do in combat.
And that's the Papilla, right? That one there? All right, here's the combat demo. She looks great. She does look cool.
I'll only demonstrate this once.
Wow, that weapon looks awesome. I sense there's going to be a lot of hydrolectors in our future.
Another frog goes out!
As
Her animation
Child's
kinda reminds me of
master and
Kokomi.
someone capable of training in the abyss, Skirk's combat skills are truly something special. First, it's worth pointing out, Skirk doesn't use a vision. Her powers come from the abyss, but in the interest of blending in, she camouflages it to appear cryo-like in nature. And in addition, Skirk's attacks do not rely on elemental energy. She uses a special kind of energy known as serpent subtlety instead. And when you
Got a
tap
fake
her
vision,
elemental
then?
skill, Skirk gains a certain amount of energy and enters a special combat state, signaled by her change in outfit, which is very cute, might I add. While in this state, Skirk's normal, charged, and plunging attacks deal cryo damage that can't be overridden. This state also increases her resistance to interruption and attack AoE. And when cryo-related reactions are triggered, multiple void rifts will appear on the field.
Okay.
Skirk can use her charged attack or her special elemental burst to absorb the void rifts. And after unleashing a special elemental burst, her normal attack's damage will be increased based on the number of rifts
This is a normal
absorbed.
attacker.
Aw, heck yeah. So it's kind of like the more she fights, the stronger she gets.
Yeah, pretty much. Plus, holding
Oh,
her
there's
elemental
Kokomi.
skill is another option. When there are void rifts on the field, holding her elemental skill will allow Skirk to absorb them and gives her the ability to quickly maneuver around the battlefield. Once she has enough energy, she can unleash her elemental burst to deal consecutive slashes of AoE damage.
I see. So she's a unit you can keep on the field for a long time, or take out when you need a sudden burst of damage.
Pairing her with Hydro and Cryo characters also further enhances her abilities. And if your team is comprised
Scoffy.
entirely of Hydro and Cryo characters, your party member's elemental skill level will be increased by 1.
Whoa, so she like
Wow.
enhances her party members' skills too. Once a mentor, always a mentor, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like Tartaglia had a great teacher.
Oh, he sure did.
And I love the look of her camouflaged abyssal powers.
Right.
The special effects
Farina
are
buffer.
incredible.
Right? And when she enters her special combat state, her outfit changes too. Okay, slay. It looks a lot more suited for battle, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. So it seems like travelers
such
can
an old
approach
man.
combat in 2 ways then. You can use her special combat state to dish out damage. and
Hello, Ash Bunny.
attacks,
Welcome in.
heighten this damage
Great to
by
see you.
absorbing void rifts with her special elemental burst. Or, after other Hydro and Cryo party members have generated void rifts, you can take to the field to quickly absorb them and build up energy to unleash powerful slashes with her normal elemental burst.
Yeah, both seem really,
two
really
bursts.
useful. And since Cryo and Hydro
And the rift
characters
things.
enhance Skirk's skills,
Huh.
there are tons of team comp possibilities here.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, hey, speaking of, what about Dahlia? He's a Hydro character, right? Sounds like he could be a good fit for Skirk.
Oh, I think you're onto something here. We got to know him a bit during the Mondstadt interlude. He's so refined, but also kind of mischievous.
It wasn't the
at
word I
same
would choose.
time. One thing we haven't seen, though, is what he can do in combat. Want to give us the scoop, Aileen?
You got it. You are
Oh,
in
Hydro
for a
Shielder.
treat.
Let's go.
Let's go!
Let's see.
This should be fun! Hey!
Shield and CC can knock them off their feet. Can we just appreciate how 2 church members
Okay, so
of the Animal
Dahlia
Archon
is a Hydro
are both
sword
Hydro?
user and support character who can use his elemental burst
Hey,
to
Lolo,
provide
good
a
to see you.
Hydro shield for his teammates.
Oh, it's like the shield appears in response to his prayer.
Yes, and for a certain period of time, after unleashing his elemental burst, Dahlia can gain stacks of benison by hitting enemies with normal attacks or triggering
burst than
freeze
normal.
reactions. So when his shield breaks, Dahlia can consume his stacks of benison to summon it again, allowing him to continuously protect his party members and to increase their resistance to interruption.
Heck yeah.
And after unlocking a specific talent, Dahlia can also boost the attack speed of the on-field character, allowing them dish out damage.
We don't
even
need you in
faster.
gym.
Oh, nice. So he can
The
help
normal
us
attack
attack
buffer.
without interruption and increase our attack speed. Sounds like a huge help.
And with his elemental skill, Dahlia summons Sacramental Shower, and places it in a designated location. His summon has different effects depending on who comes into contact with it. So, for example, if it's an enemy, Sacramental Shower will explode, dealing AoE hydro damage to surrounding enemies. But if a nearby party member comes into contact with it, Sacramental Shower will propel them high into the air, allowing them to evade enemy attacks while gaining an aerial advantage.
That's different,
Okay.
certainly.
So he's like really reliable in combat, even though he seems kind of mischievous the rest of the time.
No, really.
Yes, he definitely does.
Oh, it's
He has his
Albedo
own
all over
mischievous
again.
thing going on. I still remember.
At least it'll be
always
fun in
teasing
co-op.
Venti during the Mondstadt interview.
Oh. But at the same time, he's also supposed to be the one who communicates with the will of Barbados, right? I'm not sure what to make of their dynamic.
Well, I guess first and foremost, he's
I know.
Venti's friend, right?
Cute.
But even though he likes to tease, he's serious about his position as the Herald of Barbados. Oh, one more thing about his abilities. When Dahlia is in your party, the movement speed of your party members is increased during the day.
Oh.
Hey, all the better to spread the word of Barbados. Praise Barbados, right? Is that how that works? Well, anyway, it's obvious he really cares about the people of Mondstadt.
Yeah.
Exactly, he definitely does. Besides, his mischievous nature keeps things a little bit interesting, don't you think? It's one of my favorite things about him.
Aww. Well, now that we've introduced our 2 new characters
It's
for version
fine.
5.7, we should probably let travelers know when they can add them to their parties.
Can do. Let's jump right into the event wishes. In the first half of version 5.7, we'll have event
Shenhe?
wishes for Skirk and Shenhe.
Dahlia
What?
will also enjoy a drop rate boost on the first half banners.
Ooh.
Plus, the new 5-star
Okay.
sword, Azure Light, will be featured on the weapon banner.
Yes! And in the second half of version 5.7, we'll have returning event wishes for Mawika and Emily.
Yippee! Pretty fire.
All right, that's it for the event wishes. Let's
Okay.
talk about the story
Hype.
content travelers can look forward to in the new
Hype for
version.
Emily.
Ooh, okay. This is the big one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's set the scene. During their travels, the traveler comes across evidence that seems to suggest their sibling was in Natlan.
Oh, wait up. I see Dainsleif.
Mm-hmm.
As we all know,
Okay, my
that means
primos aren't.
things are about to get complicated.
Yup, very true.
Oh, I love Dainsleif. From this image, it looks like the sky has been slashed in two, and there's some kind of rift that connects to the abyss. And the traveler and their sibling are in different spaces, but they can still sense each other's presence.
Yes, I feel like the tension is palpable.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I mean, there was definitely some tension when we saw our sibling during the bedtime story quest.
Oh, yeah.
Although, we don't know what our sibling has been up to since then. Kari Bear did tell us that the Loom of Fate has been completed.
Yeah.
Of course, we still don't know how powerful it is, or what's needed to activate it.
Well, call me crazy, but I feel like we're gonna find out soon.
Maybe.
It seems like all parties are converging in one place, Natlan. So maybe that's where we can get some answers.
And I know one thing travelers will encounter in Natlan. A young woman dressed in peculiar clothing, hiding out in a cave.
It's not just her clothing that's special, though. Look at her eyes. Wait, is she...
The plot, it thickens.
Yeah.
Well, if the Abyss Order is out in full
That's
force
completely
in
lost on me.
Natlan, it must mean there's been a new development in our siblings' grand plan.
Fill me in.
And
What's the
Pyro
secret?
Archon and our other friends from
Did I miss
Natlan
it?
are on high alert. But the people of Natlan want a war against the Abyss itself. There's no universe where the Abyss Order gets to run wild in Natlan unchecked.
Well, if an altercation with the Abyss Order is in the cards, I know who's going to be on the front lines.
Oh, is this Conria
Tyrant
Eyes?
Sword himself, of course.
Okay.
I mean, I can see it now. Dainsleif going all one-man army and rushing straight into action.
We actually will get to see it this time because our old friend Dainsleif is going to help us defeat their ranks in
Wait.
a manner we've never seen
Can we
before.
switch to
Okay,
Dainsleif?
okay. This is not a drill, everyone. We finally get to see him in action.
Let's go!
No, he's not playable.
as the Traveler and Dainsleif venture deep into Abyss Order territory, we'll get to see his special abilities firsthand.
Not playable.
Oh, sounds like there's going to be a lot of obstacles between us and finding out the deal with our sibling. But we faced the Abyss Order before. We can do this. I have no doubt Travelers will come out on top.
Oh, yeah.
I guess, but the other question is, can we stop whatever our sibling is planning? What are their true goals? What does their plan mean for Teyvat? This quest might hold some very important answers.
I am so excited. I feel like this could be the start of a whole new phase in the quest to find our sibling.
Yes. It seems like it's not as simple as just finding them anymore. There's a lot more at stake.
Oh, for sure. So this is definitely one
I've
to
been
look
practicing.
forward to.
If they're up to no good,
All right. I think this is a good place
Take
to
care of
stop
them.
and take our first break.
Yeah, I need a sec to digest all that information.
oh my
Sounds
goodness.
good. Take a look at the second redemption code, Travelers. We'll see you on the other side.
See ya.
All right, and the codes are pinned here in Twitch and Capella. Yeah, can do viewer polls. We can do them before we hop into Genshin Viewer Abyss. So stick around. Go ahead and redeem the character polls redemption, if you would. So I remind myself about that. It's enabled. Costs 1 channel point. So it's your space time for those who can't see, but it's also pinned there in the chat there in Twitch. We'll go ahead and jump to the next section.
All right, welcome back, travelers. Now that we've introduced the new
A free
characters and
Sethos.
quests, it's time to jump into the version 5.7 events.
Let's go!
Let's go! First up on the docket is an event that takes us back to Sumeru, where the Academia has developed a simulated adventure game.
Ooh.
Travelers will need to select various companion pieces to form teams and
They
enhance
threatened
their
me.
skills as they face off against various opponents in a board game style environment.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a choose your own adventure. You can go the rainforest route or the desert route. Each
I do like
path has
that-
its
the
own
interface
story
art.
and level of difficulty. And at the end of each adventure, travelers will face formidable opponents that require a certain level of strength to defeat.
Oh, so how do we make sure we're ready?
Well, travelers can enhance the strength of their pieces in several ways. Besides enhancing the pieces
Just
themselves,
the tower
travelers
defense
might
thing?
notice that the pieces are divided into species. Go to battle with a lot of pieces of the same species, and you can trigger unique species features. The higher the feature level, the stronger your pieces become.
Yeah.
Auto chess?
I'm thinking an all-Saurian team could be cool. Oh, and it looks like you can also assign equipment to your pieces to make them stronger.
Yeah, that's right. And random events and encounters will occur during the adventure, which travelers can resolve to earn helpful rewards, like extra adventure coins, which travelers can use in the shop to purchase pieces to improve their lineup. Travelers can
Okay.
also open chests to get all kinds of useful equipment. Plus, defeating formidable opponents along the route will allow you to unlock secret techniques that can help increase
This
the
looks
strength
pretty
of
good.
your entire team.
Ooh. Of course, certain encounters can also derail your plans.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, so there are also situations where it all comes down to luck.
Yeah, so I think travelers will have a lot of fun dealing with the unexpected in this event.
It's a real test of tactical thinking. Plus, there's more to this event than just the battle stages.
Is that Prodromos?
Travelers can also participate in research stages that involve guiding Paimon to harvest fruit. Complete these stages to increase your speculation level and unlock additional buffs for your team.
So we actually get to put Paimon to work.
Finally.
Yup.
Get to
and
work, Paimon.
Of course, completing this event will reward travelers with all sorts of goodies, including Primo Gems and the chance to invite Sethos to their parties.
Oh.
Nice.
All right. In this next event, an old friend and genius inventor from Fontaine is back and better than ever with a new and improved turret.
Let me guess, he needs us to clear out monsters in an abandoned ruin
Reyes?
again?
Yeah, that's right. But this time, travelers will face more formidable enemies than just slimes.
Whoa, that Somatril can give shields
It's
to
a
its
cannon.
allies.
Yeah, but don't
Okay.
worry. With this new and improved turret, we can use several new kinds of cannonballs to help clear out our opponents.
Oh, nice.
For example,
Multi-shot.
grape shots split into smaller bullets when fired are good for taking out multiple enemies at once. And directed piercing shots can be used to take down shields or target enemies hiding in the corner.
Oh.
Sounds like the type of event where you can really just let loose and relieve some stress.
Oh, definitely. But strategic ammunition choices will help you clear out the battlefield even faster.
So far, we've introduced events you have to tackle solo, but this next event gives travelers the chance to
Don't
work as a team.
Force me to
In
co-op.
Reminiscent Regimen Frenzy, travelers will get to team up with other players to tackle challenges made up of 3 stages, each with unique objectives.
Ooh, it'll be cool seeing what characters everyone chooses. Could make for some interesting team comps.
Well, there's a theme associated
one and
with
only,
each
right at the
challenge,
top.
So your
Look at
best
that.
bet is to choose a character whose skills are suited to the objective.
Just like to point
But
out
of
to everyone,
course,
Geo
every character
was on
has
top.
their strength. Each stage also has smaller objectives that require teams to work together and combine their skills. Completing these submissions can grant buffs to your own entire team.
Nice.
And in addition, at the beginning of each challenge, your team will be assigned random regiments to
Tartaglia.
complete. Once you make it through the final stage, your team will receive additional frenzy
This
stars
guy.
based on your regimen completion status.
Yep, and remember, regiments benefit the entire team. It doesn't matter who completes them.
Okay, so not saying I need to do this or anything, but in theory, you could kind of coast to the finish line if you
Oh
needed
boy.
Yeah.
Don't encourage them.
You could,
to. Okay.
in theory. But I think all travelers have something to contribute.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's about how you work together. That's the joy of co-op.
I feel like co-op is its own kind of motivation too. No one wants to let the team down.
For sure. And this time, teamwork is more important than ever. Because in this iteration of the event, dire difficulty is even more challenging.
Ooh, that means whether it comes to character selection or combat strategy, coordination is more important than ever.
Good luck, travelers. Should be a fun one. All right, now I'm very excited to
Ooh, a
announce a
permanent
new
event.
permanent event called Stygian Onslaught.
Ooh.
In this event, travelers
Salteray,
will be able to
what?
farm artifacts more freely and efficiently, as well as obtain artifact customization items for free.
For free?
For free.
A new permanent event. Okay, we need
All
details
right, what's
now.
this?
All right. Each update will feature a challenge that is split into 3 phases, each featuring unique mechanics with 5 difficulty levels to choose from.
Ooh.
Participation in the event will reward travelers with primo gems, artifacts, and valuable items for targeted artifact enhancement.
Okay, so
You just say
you said we'll be
elixirs.
able to farm artifacts more freely? What does that mean exactly?
It means the artifact drops aren't set in stone, and you can switch where they come from. For the first 10 days after the event begins, the leyline disturbance will be in outbreak state. During this period, travelers who clear any stage at level 3 difficulty or higher can expend any kind of resin to obtain artifacts from the leyline blossom at the end of the stage. And before the
Okay.
stage begins, travelers will get to choose which domain of blessing they want the artifact drops to come from.
Right, so travelers can also tackle the stages in co-op, right? So you can
How's
still
that
farm with friends.
Better?
Yes, and you'll be rewarded with additional artifacts every time you consume a certain amount of resin.
Okay,
Okay,
the
so
amount
bonus
of hours I'm
artifacts.
about to pour into this thing. Lock me in and throw away the key, honestly.
Oh my god, you make it sound like you're in prison. Anyway, you also mentioned something about targeted artifact enhancement, Katiana. What's that about?
Yeah, right. So version 5.7 is introducing a new artifact-related item, Dust of Enlightenment.
Ooh. What is it?
Well, we all know what it's like to raise an artifact that has potential, only for it
No.
to turn out kind of less than ideal.
Yeah.
So this item is designed to help with that. So, Artifact 101, right? We all know every 4 levels, a random
No.
subset gets enhanced as you raise an artifact to level 20.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't always turn out the way you want.
Yeah.
So this item allows you to re-roll the substat enhancements of a level 20 artifact.
Yo, wait,
What?
really?
Yeah. Before each re-roll, you get to specify
Yes.
the types of substats you want to prioritize.
Yes!
After the result is revealed, you can choose to either keep the original substat
Let's
configuration
go!
or accept the new one.
Oh my god, it's like being able
Yes.
to resurrect an artifact from the grave. Like, we really needed this.
Yeah, really powerful, right? Starting
Yes.
with 5.7, travelers who
That
participate
is
in the new
huge.
permanent event Stygian Onslaught will be able to obtain a total of 3 Dusts of Enlightenment per version for free. And the Gnostic Hymn and Gnostic Chorus rewards will feature 1 each.
Oh.
Plus, during version 5.7, travelers will
So
be
it's
able
5
to claim
total,
2
5
Dusts of
artifact
Enlightenment
rerolls a patch.
directly from their in-game mailbox after logging into Genshin Impact.
And man, I
just
foddered
pause to take that in for
so
a sec.
many.
Oh, but I do have a question.
Oh.
So, according to the devs, the rewards for clearing the level 5 difficulty in the new permanent event can only be
Wow.
obtained by completing it solo. But what if that level of difficulty is a bit much for some people?
Yeah, like me.
Yeah, well, don't worry, I'll hard carry you.
Whoa.
Well, I will come in, and the strongest travelers in Teyvat will come in to help us out.
Malika,
Specifically, we're talking
I'll
about
hard carry
travelers who
you.
have cleared an even higher level of difficulty. The characters used to complete those battles become exalted ones.
Oh.
Then, when attempting a level 1 through 5 difficulty challenge, other travelers can receive extra buffs by including exalted ones in their lineup.
Oh, cool. So travelers can help each other even outside of co-op. I like that. And I need
Yes, this is nice.
that. Wait, hold on. You mentioned an even higher level of difficulty just now. I thought level 5 was the highest.
Yeah, well, clearing level 5 solo unlocks a secret level of difficulty. Level 6. Dire difficulty.
Oh, no.
Once you reach level 6, it's dire straits. There are no companions to turn to for comfort, no promise of dreamer gems to drive you forward.
What?
Just formidable enemies and an unrelenting desire to prove yourself.
Her eyes. You see the little GBOs on Malika?
Definitely sounds dire. So you're telling me travelers really don't get anything in return for accomplishing something like that?
Well, we'll just have to wait and see now, won't we?
What? I can't wait.
All right, that's it for Stygian Onslaught. Just a
That
reminder,
sounds
the
awesome.
outbreak period begins the second Wednesday after a version update, or 8 days into the new version. So don't forget to gather your
Why are
friends
they
and
complicating
get
it?
farming when the time comes. All right, time to lock in. Travelers might also be excited to hear that the next installment of the Traveler's Tales is coming in version 5.7.
Okay, Slay. Last
I
time
did
was
like
so
this.
much fun. We got to reunite with so many old friends and make a lot of great new memories.
Yeah, why don't we take a look at some of the encounters in store for us this time around?
Yes.
This needs to be permanent.
Whoa, hang on a sec. So Toma's back in Mondstadt,
Oh.
and he's drinking with Kaya at the Angel's Share?
Huh. I never thought about it before, but now that I see it, yeah, I feel like they totally make great drinking buddies. Oh, I love him.
Looks like he's got quite the posse around him.
Oh, it's so cute. I want to know what they're talking about.
Silence.
And it looks like Dory's in Inazuma. Is she trying to sell something to Sayu?
Oh, of course.
Watch out, Sayu.
Oh, someone save Sayu. She's too innocent for Dory's schemes.
Honestly, though, a crafty merchant like Dory could show up anywhere, and I wouldn't be surprised. I bet we even run into her and not cry at some point.
Ooh, more Dory
How many
lower.
other friends will show up this time?
From what I've heard, it's quite a few. So keep a lookout while exploring the open world, travelers.
Ooh.
Being able to run into characters in the
I really
open
did like
world
this
is
event.
such a nice addition. I wish it was part of every version.
Right?
Yes.
I know. It really makes the
Yes.
open world feel more alive and interactive.
Yeah, and luckily the devs feel the same way. The devs have said that making Traveler's Tales a permanent event is in the works.
Thank you.
Travelers can look forward
Yes.
to that sometime in the future.
Yippee! Finally, Overflowing Abundance is returning at the end of version 5.7. Travelers
yeah,
can look
this is
forward
always
to
good.
double the talent and weapon ascension material drops, so don't miss out.
In addition, new Envisaged Echoes challenges will be added in version 5.7.
Oh, for the Raiden Shogun in Shenhe.
Oh,
Nice.
Shenhe's echo is so cool. I see sigils and pops of red in there. Okay, girl,
Yeah.
very fitting.
And the Raiden Shoguns like petals floating in the wind. The purple matches so well.
So pretty.
Yep, so if you want to claim them, make sure your characters are ready.
That one looks a little weird to me. I don't
Travelers
know.
can also look forward to some Genius
Somewhat
Invocation
unpleasant.
TCG updates, including new character and action cards. You can now add Malika And, Seat Lolly and Chaska to your decks.
Don't
It'd be
miss
funny
out, Genus Invocation
if the
fans.
Melika
All right, that
burst
brings us to
just
the
like
system
one-rounded the entire
optimizations
other
that
side.
travelers can look forward to in the new version.
First up is an improved resource management feature for mobile players.
Oh.
Simply put, it's a practical update designed to reduce the package size of the mobile version.
Dude,
That's good because
nice.
I've heard
I
a
feel like our
lot of
phones will
players on
thank
mobile
us.
saying that
After
the game size
5.7
was too
update,
big.
travelers will receive a pop-up notification after opening Genshin Impact on mobile, asking them to choose from different resource plans.
Okay.
Under the basic plan, the system will retain the necessary resources for daily gameplay and optimize the resource usage for some Archon quests, story quests, and hangout events.
Okay, so that means clearing out some old quest resources to save storage space, right? But what about players whose progress is a bit all over the place? How does that work?
Don't worry, the dev team has accounted for that. The system will provide different guidance and solutions based on account progress and quest status to ensure that travelers still have a smooth gaming experience. And when you need to start an Archon quest, story quest, or hangout event that isn't enabled, the system will download the required resources as needed.
I do like that.
Right?
Yup. So travelers who haven't updated the mobile version in a long time might be able to free up quite a bit of storage space with this optimization.
I need that.
And it sounds like a great option for cross-platform players who maybe rely on mobile more for the small stuff.
Yeah. Of course, if you don't have storage concerns, nothing has to change.
Hey,
you can
Edidu.
just choose to keep all game resources instead. And this setting can be changed at any time in the Paimon menu, where you can choose for completed quest resources to be automatically cleared in future version updates.
This is a good one. This is
Or
a good
for
one.
all game resources to be updated as normal.
Oh, okay.
This should also make it easier for people to try out Genshin Impact for the first time.
Yup. For further details, be sure to check out the developers' discussion as well as future announcements across Genshin Impact's official accounts.
Okay.
And you will now be able
On
to
PC?
directly use Fragile Resin to claim rewards from Leyline Blossoms
That's
and
nice.
common challenge domains, like
Hold on,
artifact and
15?
talent material domains. This also
used
applies
all
to the
60
artifact
resin and-
drops in the new permanent event we introduced earlier.
Yes.
Let's
Fractal
go!
resin is 60 original resin, so that means you get triple the drops.
Woo!
To the crafting bench, that's
Yes.
for sure.
Also, the Adventurer Handbook will now have guide entries for 40 resin bosses, which should be helpful if you run into a boss you're not quite sure how to crack.
And the icons will be displayed in the order the bosses were unlocked, which should make it more intuitive to navigate.
Nice.
Let's move on to some optimizations.
Now,
for
what
the
do you do
Spiral
with your
Abyss.
crystal flies?
When moving to the next floor or restarting a challenge, you can now save your current party lineup or clear it with a single click.
Oh, easy.
Nice.
And
I
you
like
can
that.
claim your challenge rewards directly after completing floor 12. If you're not satisfied with your performance, you can also restart the challenge directly from the finalization
I saw that.
screen.
That was nice as well.
Small things here and there really
When you
add
miss
up
it by
over
1
time.
second.
Yeah. So hopefully these optimizations make for a better experience overall.
All right. Well, that was another long one, you guys, but it's not over yet. A mystery guest left a message for us, so let's check it out along with the third redemption code.
旅人の皆さん、こんにちは。鈴木愛理です。今回、
Right. And it is pinned in the chat, but it's Void
お仕事を
Star.
することになりました。とても嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。私は、スカークというキャラクターのアニメショートテーマソングの、スター・オデッセイという楽曲を歌わせていただいたんですが、この楽曲は全編英語で世界各国というか世界にこう届ける歌ということで、もう全て英語の詩なので、私にとってはこの世界に入って初めての経験でとてもドキドキしたのですが、こう皆さんと一緒に気持ちを共有できたらいいなと思って今からとてもワクワクしています。スカークの歴史を聞いてすごく強いけど孤独と戦いながら今日まで生きてきた、そんな強くてかっこいい女性っていうのを頭に置きながら歌を歌いましたので、その気持ちが届くと嬉しいです。この楽曲はショートフィルムと同時公開されます。皆さんぜひ楽しみにしていてください。
Is that already out? Or are they going to play it now?
OMG! An animated short for Skirk and a song! Let's go!
So exciting.
That's so exciting! Well, you guys, that brings us to the end of our announcements for this version. That was a whirlwind.
It certainly was. So, what are you all looking forward to the most? For me, I have to say, although it's a little biased, I am clearly excited for everybody to meet Dahlia.
Yes.
But I'm also really excited about the new permanent content like Stygian Onslaught. How about you guys?
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
It's kind of hard to pick just one. I mean, I'm excited for my girl Malwika
Of
in
course.
TCG, but I'm also really excited to see Navilet, my fave, in the Traveler's Tales.
Yes. Well, I'm really excited for, I might be a little biased as well. I'm really excited for Skirk.
Who?
Wow, really? I am also so excited for Dahlia. And we've been waiting so long for these characters. And also Dane's Lip. I'm so excited. And that animated short, oh my gosh. And also, of course, the lore girlies. We are eating so well this patch. I'm so excited for that Twins quest.
Yes, I feel like it's clear from the last few patches that the story has really been amping up lately, and this version seems to be no exception.
Yeah, right? I mean, pretty soon we'll be in our 5th year
It
of
will
adventuring.
show them soon,
Believe it.
Galaxy Weeb.
Feels like it was just yesterday.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So it feels like we're really getting to see how a lot of elements that seemed separate at first are starting to converge.
Mm-hmm. And after what we saw in the dev team's Nod Cry teaser, I'm even more excited to see how the story unfolds from here.
Right? And we hope travelers have fun doing the same.
Okay, so that's it for the Genshin Impact version 5.7 special program. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody.
Ad Astra Abyssask, travelers, and happy adventuring!
Can I get 5 big booms?
Boom, 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 boom! Oh, wait.
Okay.
Wait a second. It looks like another friend from afar is rushing over to share some interesting news.
What is this? Okay, so Fontaine. That's from-
Cry, an ever-changing landscape of ruin, a marvel corroded by time. In the forest, where the nights were once undisturbed save for a few rays of moonlight, the wild hunt's shadow grows. There are those who bear the name of Frost Moon, living where the silver light shines. Others carry the torch, fending off the darkness and cold with their blades. I hear that the Snow-Land Fae still yearn for the frosts of old, while the Fatui look to the stars above, trying in vain to seize the false firmament. Then there are the nights, draped in the west wind, nearing the end of a long and arduous mission. My friends, of course, shan't be outdone. They will no doubt bring a magical charm to
Alice?
the world. And just as the stone craves the sculptor's hand, so does fate await your gaze. Pour me another cup of tea, if you'd be so kind. The story is about to begin.
I'm sorry, what? Okay. All right, chat. Welcome into everyone who joined while we were watching that. Wow. Hey, what a special program. My goodness. Let's do a bit of a recap. I'm going to turn this down slightly, and we'll go over what we saw here. So first off, initially, wow, this is like a knife to the gut. This is a knife to the gut because the story is not voiced in English, which for me is very sad because I only use the English dub. So that's pretty disappointing that they weren't able to have a global voice team. And I expect that the story will be really, really good and then extremely silent randomly, which is bad. That is bad for me. So that is unfortunate. But this looks awesome. Can we just talk for a moment about the spaceship, the one that brought you here? That seems like a big lore drop. That's pretty huge. That looks great, though. Looks fantastic. Of course, we knew Dahlia. We've met Dahlia. We knew Dahlia was Hydro, but it was revealed that he's a Hydro Shielder. We've got Skirk upcoming. Her animations look fantastic. Looks like we'll have some good interaction with characters on her story quest as well. I really like the look of her weapon. That looks really, really nice. She got a fake cryovision as well. So again, with that spaceship out of this world thing. She's a normal attacker, doing infused cryo damage. So she's definitely going to pair well with the likes of Escoffier and of course Shenhe. She apparently has 2 bursts. We'll have to go back and have a peek at what that does at some point. I'm not going to bother trying to craft out what this does. She does cryo damage. She's going to be good. That's that's for sure. And she apparently has 2 bursts. Her animations look amazing. Dahlia is I'm going to assume this is a catalyst. No. It's just like Sing Shou. No, he's a sword user. Favonius sword. That's right. Sorry. Yeah. So Favonius. So sword using Hydro Shielder, who speeds up normal attacks. Probably going to be fine. Probably going to be 4-star. So that'll be fine. I saw a question that was asked in the middle of the stream. What would be good with Shao? If your Shao needs a shield, it wouldn't be awful, but given that it speeds up normal attacks, I don't think it'll be a huge thing unless you need the shield, in which case it'll probably fit. It won't be necessarily the premium team, though. The banners, we've got the first phase with Shenhe coming off the Chronicled banner. This was a surprise to me. So Skirk, of course, we knew, and then Shenhe was on the Chronicled banner. I thought that meant she was banished forever, or at least for a long while. The fact that she's getting a rerun so soon after being on the Chronicled banner is a bit of a surprise to me. That is impressive, to be honest. They definitely keep you on your toes. And then for phase 2, we have Malika, and Emily's finally getting her very first rerun. Now, I'm a bit torn here. On Taiwan, I need Emily's weapon and Malika's weapon, so this is actually very, very good. Because I will be pulling on the weapon banner for that one. But on my main account, I wanted to get some constellations for Emily, but I've just spent everything for Ito's C2. So, that is, I am both happy and sad. I'm happy that people who skipped Emily will have a chance to get her because I really do like Emily a lot. And she's quite good. So I hope for any Emily wanters out there, you'll be able to get her as well. And of course, Malika is just crazy strong if you like her. I'm still not sold on the motorcycle thing. Story quest wise, this looks great. Again, concerns around the voice actors. It's time to bring them back. Let's just make it happen. Folks in chat did say that this NPC, let's see if she can open her eyes, has the Conria eyes. Which Kaya has those as well, like the little stars, and Dainsleaf, I guess, has them as well. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that should be interesting. Some Conrail lore there. Of course, Dane, we don't get a swap into him, so I don't know if that means he's just not going to be playable yet. But interesting that you get to see his little combat stuff. Woowa did some stuff where they kind of allow you to swap characters on without swapping into them, so I wonder what the deal is with that. Stop, like, borrowing from each other, okay? Anyway, as far as events, this one looks cute, this one looks fine. Free Sethos, don't really care. That'll be fine, that'll be fun. Candy Crush, fine. It's going to be, it's going to be fun, cute little mini game. Never mind those. Canon game again, fine. The forced co-op, not a fan, not a big fan of forced co-op, but it sounds like you can just sit through it and away you go. And then what was this one? This one was, oh, that was the Force Co-op. This one, the Stygian Onslaught. So this is a new permanent mode with the new artifact re-rolling thing. I think that's the biggest thing. The fact that they're putting the timer and they have all these staggered time, just make it the whole patch. Just let me go whenever I want. Stop it. Just make it. Just stop doing that. But whatever, it's fine. So now we've got a third time to worry about, and that's Stygian Onslaught. That's fine. I do like that they're adding a permanent mode, and I do like the rewards refresh. And it sounds like there's primos and all of that. Lets you get some artifacts, and they said you can get bonus artifacts. That's pretty cool. Looks like boss fights as well. So like I saw the Tulpa and the Cryo guy. And then we got these, which will allow us to re-roll some artifacts, which looks pretty sweet. You can consume a Dust of Enlightenment to re-roll it. You must select 2 miners. And you will receive a total of 2. Okay, so you're going to get 2 minimum. That's pretty good. So I guess a question that I have is, can you do this multiple times on the same artifact? Like, are there limits? Does that mean when you select them, it goes into the other ones? I don't know. But Captain Lexler says some useful information. It was spoken about. When you say it was spoken about, yeah, after it's revealed, you get to keep the original substat. Select 2 minor. After you should, it will receive at least 2 enhancements. Okay, so 6. What is this? 6 goes into 1? What? I don't quite know what that is. We'll have to figure that out. Not spoken. It's hidden details from the screenshots. I see. Well, we'll figure. I mean, we'll have time to figure this out. It's not a huge deal, but yeah, if there's anything that wasn't in here, let's go there. So, it's cool. It guarantees 2 minimum things, so maybe we can finally get those defense rolls out of there. They're going to put one of the things on the battle pass, level 38. Good reminder, do your battle pass if you buy it. Oh, well, even if you don't, it's good resources, but if you buy it, it'll be on level 38. That looks pretty cool. You can borrow characters like the theater, so get your friends list with some C6s. That's pretty cool. The double events are pretty cool. And this one, I don't know if you guys played this one last time, but the story stuff that was on these Traveler's Tales, I'm really excited to hear that they're making it permanent. I had probably never given so much feedback than when this event came, because I really, really, really enjoyed this. I hope there's voice acting in it. The little stories that they told were just great little character insights. So I encourage you to try this if you didn't try it last time. Really great stuff in there. So Dory, and the fact they're going to make it permanent. Shenhe's Echo looks really nice. Raiden's looks weird to me. Like, I did not like how this moves, like this yellow band. I don't know how that moves. It just seems awkward or disorienting, or so. I can't put a word on it, but it just seems a bit weird. As far as optimizations go, that's awesome for mobile players. I do like the ability to directly claim the ley line stuff without having to go condense. What will we do with our crystal flies? Put them in your teapot, or put them into your parametric transformer, something like that. And I don't know, is this short already out? The short anime, is it already out? Does anyone know? Did we miss that? But that looks awesome. So we'll watch that one at some point. So yeah, what a great special program. Awesome. Good stuff. What did you all think? Let me grab some comments here from chat. 6 uses on 1 artifact. After 6 uses, it takes the artifact to stage 2, and at stage 2, it upgrades. So it's like a pity. Interesting. Hey, Kave, good to see you. Very excited. Yeah, it looks really nice. There's a Kave collab, but in China only. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Wonder if it means we'll get chronicled characters still get reruns. Yeah, it does. I mean, Shenhe was a bit of a one-off case, but I doubt that they'll never rerun, for example, Kazuha anymore, right? And Kazuha is on Chronicled, so maybe that's it. They're just throwing them in there because they can. So Chelsea says HSR spaceship. Yeah, maybe, right? Maybe we'll see like the train. Oh, you know what else I missed? And thanks to MyStar for calling this out. But this lore stuff, I mean, looks amazing, right? So now you said Nod Cry. Now, is this not one of the Fontaine buildings? Or is this not in game right now? I thought this was like off the map looking towards Fontaine over on the left side. Maybe I'm wrong there, but it would make sense that it's Nod Cry. But yeah, Alice coming in. Yes, I am all about this. I love the mage stuff, right? The wizard, the all of that. Like I'm all about that. That is fantastic. So that looks fabulous. If Alice somehow becomes playable, yeah, she is definitely a must pull. And I'm going to have to make sure I get her on the account that I have Klee on, because it would be really sad not to reunite Klee. But yeah, we also had, it looks like this must be Varka, and then we've got the Fatui here. Now, someone mentioned Columbina. Did we get a shot of Columbina? She's the one with like the eye band, right? But you can never trust the Fatui, so you can never trust the Fatui. Now imagine Alice making Klee meta. Klee is already meta. Don't be bad-mouthing Klee. Klee clears. Easy. All right. MyStar says, I'm excited for Embley Cons. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. All right. Great. Well, hey, great special program. Alice will have a passive that applies permanent cryo on all enemies, letting Klee melt every single. Klee applies so much pyro. It's so much pyro. All right.